Hey guys, welcome back to Heart Breathings. I am a little bit late in bringing you my March notebook challenge. This is going to be kind of a quick video, but I'm just going to show you how I did on my February notebook, what progress I've made on the one in January that I didn't quite finish yet, and also show you what notebooks I'm giving away today and what notebook I'll be filling up for the month of March. So if you're not familiar with my HB Notebook Challenge, it is just basically a challenge where I realized earlier at the beginning of the year that I have so many notebooks that I've been hoarding for years, things I've been collecting because I just have this love and desire for notebooks. But the problem is I just keep collecting them and I don't actually use them. So 2019 is the year I put a stop to that, and instead of buying new notebooks, I have been trying to use all of my old notebooks. And so what I'm doing and what I'm challenging you to do is to use up some of those beautiful notebooks that you've been hoarding or keeping in your house and use them in a way that brings you joy and that helps you be more productive or a million other purposes. I will link a video down below where I give you 30 plus ideas on how to use up your notebooks. So maybe that'll help you come up with ideas if you have a stash of notebooks you've been holding on to for a while as well. But basically, I'm challenging myself to use up a notebook every single month and to give one away so that by the end of the year, I'll have used up 12 full notebooks and I'll have given away at least 12 notebooks to my subscribers. So stay tuned for a giveaway, and I'm also going to show you guys how I've been doing so far. It's actually a lot harder to fill up an entire notebook in a single month, especially when you're pregnant and not feeling super great all the time. And I'm super busy because I'm trying to get my business and a couple books finished before the baby comes. I've got a self-publishing course I'm trying to get done before the baby comes in August. So I'm super busy, but I'm doing the best I can, but it is kind of difficult. So now I understand why a lot of you were like, okay, I'm not going to try to fill up a notebook every single month, but I will get, 4 done this year. I'm not giving up though. I am in for this challenge. It just might take me more than a month to fill up every single notebook, but I am going to show you a top-down view. So I'm going to switch to my cell phone and kind of show you guys what I'm doing where you can actually see it, because I know some people complained last time that when I was just holding it up in the light, you couldn't really see how I had done with the notebook. So I'm going to show you guys from the top down how it's been going. Okay guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you I got a lot of notebooks hanging out over here. So I'm going to kind of show you how I did this month and some of the other notebooks that I am using and planning to use. All right, so I will try to make this as brief as possible. So you may recognize this notebook as the one that I chose for January, and it was quite a beast. This is a pretty huge notebook. It is made by DesignWorks Inc. I got it at Books A Million, and it was already started just a little bit. There were a few pages already used in the very beginning, so I decided to continue on, but I am still not even quite halfway through this notebook. These pages are really, really big. They're full letter size pages, and they also have very like college ruled lines. So there's just a lot of lines, and I have not had a chance to put as much into this notebook. I've been mostly using it for journaling, and I just, I did the best I could in January and got a decent amount of pages done in February as well. So I'm just kind of going to be working my way through it throughout the year. So all I will do is just continue to journal. So it looks like I've gotten about maybe a third of the way through it. So I'm assuming it's going to take me at least 3 more months to finish my journaling in this. So I'm just going to keep working at it. I'm not going to give myself a hard time over not finishing the entire thing in January and February. That's okay. It's just about using up the journals. So it didn't mean that I only used this one in February. If you watched February's video, I grabbed this Erin Condren hardcover notebook and decided to fill it for the month of February with an outline of my self-publishing course. So if you're not familiar with me, I am a self-published author. I've been self-publishing my books since 2010. I've written over 25 novels, and I have at this point sold close to 750,000 books. And so I am going to be giving a course that will open in May that is all about self-publishing. So it's all the fundamentals, all the marketing, and everything kind of that I've learned along the way. So I spent a lot of time in the month of February outlining that entire course, which took quite a bit of time, quite a lot of thought. I'm putting a lot of thought into it. I've been using some of these Erin Condren colorful dots to sort of help me through the process. I also used these side tabs here to mark off the modules. There's going to be 4 modules as well as a bonus. And you'll see as I go through this that I started kind of outlining what I wanted the modules to be, and then I put in what I want all the videos to be. So I marked out all the titles of the videos, and then I gave it a page for, so this is kind of the checklist. This is like all the videos, and I might be adding notes on this side, all the videos of module 2, module 3, module 4. And then I have an entire section dedicated to module 1. So as you'll see, I've gotten basically the outline is set up, but just like with January, February's notebook basically got mostly filled, but I haven't finished all of the pages. So like the ideal life and vision video, I haven't recorded that. So when I go to record this video, I will actually make notes on how long I want the video to be, what I want my message to be. So I'll outline the entire video here before I actually record it. So what I did was I used this notebook to create an outline for all the videos that I'll be doing. And I left a couple pages blank at the end of each module because I figure as I'm working through it, I want the freedom to be able to go back and add new modules to it or new videos to each module. So module 2 will be all about publishing your book, how to get beta readers and ARCs and keywords categories, writing your blurb and all of that sort of thing. How to publish print books and audiobooks, how to upload your books and make your different accounts. Then module 3 will be one of the beefiest ones, which is all about marketing. So we're going to talk about strategy, branding, loss leaders, the importance of a newsletter, all kinds of advertising options like newsletters, Facebook ads, Amazon ads, BookBub ads, what is return on investment, all about box sets and cross promo, launch strategies, and I'm going to put together a launch strategy checklist. So that's all marketing, and I left a few extra pages on that one because I figure there's definitely going to be some extra videos there. Then module 4 is all about kind of like the thriving aspect of it, of being professional, managing your time, organizing your data, setting up your systems, how to handle criticism, how to build a community on social media, self-care, and that sort of thing. Then I'm working on bonuses, and I'm reaching out to other authors to do some extra bonuses that'll be available for the course. So I've left most of this blank for other notes and things like that other authors are going to help me with. But I got what I wanted to get done accomplished in this notebook, which was outlining that entire course. And some of my initial brainstorming ideas actually went into this first journaling notebook because I journaled it before I actually put it on paper. And so both of these will just continue to be works in progress. So this one probably won't be completely filled out until the course launches in May, because at that point, all of these videos will have been outlined and recorded and ready to go. And this one may not get finished till much later in the summer. So we'll just have to take it one step at a time and see. So those are my 2 January and February notebooks so far. Also, I just wanted to show you guys this one. Some of you may remember this. This is the pattern from Kiki K that established, or that really kind of brought back my love for using ring binders. And as you'll see, this is not a ring binder. This is just a notebook cover, but this is from their Life is Wonderful collection, which I believe is now sold out. But I just have a huge love for dragonfly, and I grew up in the woods in Georgia. So, and literally in the woods, I grew up in a log cabin in the middle of the woods in Georgia. So all of this like nature and the butterflies and everything really was speaking to me. But at the time I didn't want to spend $60 on or $80 on the ring notebook plus shipping from Australia. So I came up with a different solution and bought a bunch of either used or lower priced ring binders. But for Christmas, my husband surprised me with a big box of Kiki K stuff. And in it was this composition notebook holder, which is something that I'm so glad he got me this even instead of the ring binder, because this I use every day, whereas the ring binders, as you know, I've been switching them out every month. So he got me the pen that matches it and this leather notebook cover. And I have the Stalogy 365 Editor Series notebook inside, which is similar to Tomoe River paper, but it's not exactly the same. I haven't really done much to decorate the cover, but this lives beside my bedside. So even though I'm journaling in this, I also journal every night before bed. So I just do 1 page in it every night before bed. And it's just a basic journal. I put a little bit of, watercolors in here, a little bit of like stickers and washi tape and that sort of thing. But mostly it's just been a nightly journal where I just kind of give a little bit of information about what happened throughout the day and how I felt about it. So I've been keeping up with this pretty much every night. And I'm hoping, since it's 365 pages, that by the time I get to the end of the year, this notebook will be filled. So that's another notebook I've kind of actively been working through. Then this one is kind of a happy accident. So this is just one of my many, very small Hello Kitty notebooks that a friend brought to me from her visit in Korea. This was sort of an accidental thing because I read 3 tarot cards every night before bed. And if you remember from my planner setup video for 2019, if you watched that, I had plans to set up this Chic Sparrow Traveler's Notebook as my sort of like witchy and spiritual traveler's notebook journaling for the year. But time has gotten away from me because it's not just that I haven't had time to do it, it's that I wanted to record it and I just haven't had time to sit down and record an entire bullet journal setup. I'm hoping to do it this week. It's on my to-do list for this week, but it hasn't gotten done yet. So instead of being able to track my tarot readings in this notebook, this bullet journal like I planned, I just grabbed this notebook from the shelf and started writing the 3 cards on the pages in this notebook. So what it has meant is I've finished more than half of this notebook because I've been doing it every single night. So it's kind of been a happy accident that I've been working my way through this notebook, but I wanted to have a record of all of my tarot card readings so that I can put them into my bullet journal for the year. So you can see there that I've finished about maybe a little bit more even than half of this notebook. So that might be another small notebook that'll be finished by the end of the year. So those are the notebooks that I have kind of actively going. Then I have this one, which has my March notebook in it. So I have set up, and I'm going to do a recording of this entire like kind of witchy traveler's notebook setup on my author channel, which is kind of hasn't been active at all, but I'm working on some videos for that, which is Sarra Cannon. It's linked down below. But this has basically, I spent some time during the Super Bowl where I just went through and made these little dashboards out of some scrapbook paper that I have. And then I put these other notebooks in there. Some of them, like this one and the first one, are partially used. So I just clipped off the part that was already used so that I can still make use of the pieces that weren't used. And some of these are totally brand new. So this is going to hold notes for A Course in Miracles. And then this one is going to keep some of my manifesting stuff in it. And so these are the notebooks that I'm going to be working through in March. Also, this is a bullet journal that I'm going to put together, and you can see I've already taken the time to kind of sketch out the pages. Hopefully you can kind of see that I've got pencil already on there, but I just haven't had a chance to actually record setting this up. So hopefully I'm going to get to that later this week. And I'm going to start working in this traveler's notebook more pointedly, I guess. So the first notebook I'll be using in March that I'm hoping I can use up again is kind of, it's not really a cheat exactly, but it's a notebook. This is a Goulet Pens notebook that has Tomoe River paper, and I didn't love this blue plain color, so I just covered it with purple glittery scrapbook paper and just some like tape runner. And I marked off the pages, clipped off the pages that were already used. And what I'm going to be using this for is what's called a positive aspects journal. So if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks or any of like law of attraction, manifestation things, I am making a commitment for 31 days. I am going to every single morning sit down and write down everything that I'm grateful for and everything that is going right in my life. And I actually did start this on March 1st, but these are very, very personal things to me. And I knew I wanted to record the notebook video and I didn't want you guys to see, sorry, what I was writing. So I've written this down on a separate sheet of paper and I'm going to add it to this notebook once I'm done with this recording. So I do have the first 5 days I have the first 5 days done. So I will go in and add them here. But for now, all I've done is I've marked out the 30 plus days. I think I did 31 since I knew I was going to be doing it in March. Yeah, so I've got 31 days. Then I've got some journaling recap that at the end of the 31 days, I'm going to sit down and say like what good things came out of focusing on the positive every morning, focusing on the blessings in my life every single day. Then, so that I've got a few pages for that. I'm also going to do a current me versus future me exercise that I got from the Lavendare channel. I'll link her video on this down below, but I really love this idea. Like every year she sits down, and this is part of her Artist of Life workbook that's like a yearly planner that she does. So I'll link those videos for you down below. But the current me is kind of where I am right now, how I see myself. So I'm going to draw that out. I'm going to put all the things that are in my life versus future me, which is where I want to be. And I'd really like to take a sort of a page from Eileen's book on Lavendare and do this every year where I can kind of see how far I've come, because it seems like a very powerful sort of exercise. Then I'm also going to be filling up the rest of this notebook with some notes on meditation. So I'm going to be doing a Deepak Chopra meditation that is a 28-day meditation, and I'm starting that actually tomorrow morning. So I've already got that marked out, and then I'm going to journal, and then I'll do day 2 over here and journal about that. So by the end of this month, this like partially filled notebook will hopefully be completely filled with positive aspects and sort of just some thoughts about future me and my future goals, as well as some success manifestation sort of meditations that I've been doing. So I think that's all going to be really good for me. And I will definitely let you guys know how that went and whether it was really powerful for me and what kind of happened in my life because of doing this sort of positive mental and meditative work, if you're interested in hearing more about that. I will also link a video about the Positive Aspects Journal, or I'll try to find either an article or a good video on what it means to have a Positive Aspects Journal, just in case some of you want to start it. So that will be completely filled, hopefully by the end of the month. This one I don't really know what I'm going to do with, so I probably won't play around with it at all. I'm also starting some study in A Course in Miracles, so this might get partially filled. And then this final notebook is a manifestation notebook that I just put this quote here from Abraham Hicks that says, "A belief is only a thought you continue to think. And when your beliefs match your desires, then your desires must become reality." It's very much a law of attraction sort of fundamental belief. And so I am going to, I'm going to cover that up a little bit. I am going to put the things that I want to manifest before the end of August when this baby comes. This will be hopefully all filled out by then. And I'm going to start this on tomorrow's new moon. So that will start getting filled out this month as well. And then hopefully, like I said, I'll be filling out parts of this bullet journal. So this traveler's notebook is kind of my concentration for March, even though I will still be working on my videos that I'm going to start recording in this one and some of my journaling in the big blue notebook. So that is sort of what's going on with my notebook challenge. And for the giveaway, I have a choice of 2 Fringe notebooks. So this is by the company Fringe, and you can either choose this one that says "Life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself," George Bernard Shaw. This one is a spiral notebook that has a lot of pages in it. This is probably 300 pages. Okay, 192 lined pages, so just under 200 pages. They're very college ruled. They have some nice little embellishments on them, and then the pages have like a silver foil on the outside of it. So you can choose this one, or this is another Fringe notebook. This one has more pages. It has 256 lined pages, but it doesn't have the spiral. It's more of a perfect bound spine here, but the pages are almost exactly the same as they are in this one. So it's the same kind of setup. These are just more white and this is more cream colored, and it does lay pretty flat. So if you're interested in flat notebooks, this one does lay pretty flat, and it says "Imagine" on the cover, and it also has a ribbon to like a bookmark. Let me see if I can find it. So it has a ribbon, like a cream colored ribbon bookmark in it. So that is the Imagine notebook. So when I choose the winner, let's see, today is Tuesday. So I will choose a winner on Saturday, March 9th by noon. And I will just put your name, I'll reply to your comment down below and put your name at the front of the video. So if you want to come back to this video on Saturday, and just let me know whether you will choose the Imagine notebook or the Life Isn't About Finding Yourself notebook. So this, you can just say Spiral or Imagine if you want, and you'll get to choose if you win which one you want. And all you have to do to enter to win is comment down below, and you don't even have to tell me that you're entering. You can just comment and say I enjoyed the video, or I'm participating in the challenge, whatever you want to do. If you tag me on Instagram with hashtag HB Notebook Challenge, then you will also get an additional entry to enter to win this notebook. So just do both if you want 2 entries, or just comment down below if you want 1, but the winner will get to choose. So that is it for the March Notebook Challenge. All right, so that's it for the March HB Notebook Challenge. If you want to participate, you can tag me on Instagram. So my Instagram is @heartbreathingsblog, and you can tag me with, you can tag your photo with hashtag HB Notebook Challenge, which is the Heart Breathings Notebook Challenge, because I would love to see what notebooks you're using up this year. Also, if you've had some notebooks that you've completed, some people are doing much better than I am with finishing their journaling and everything so far. So good guys, like good job for y'all, because you're doing so great. But I think it's just really fun to be able to use up all our beautiful notebooks and use them for purpose that is making us feel really good and, you know, really getting some things done. So if you would like to enter today's giveaway, you will get a choice. The winner will get a choice between, like I said, this Imagine Fringe notebook or this one that says Life Isn't About Finding Yourself, It's About Creating Yourself, that has the silver foiled edges. So one or the other of these could be yours. I'm sorry to say again that I'm going to limit this only to US residents. I really hate to do this, but just to give you an idea, so January's winner was outside of the United States, and it was going to cost me $60 to ship a $20 notebook. So I had to kind of find a different solution. It's just super, super expensive to ship things that are heavy like notebooks overseas. So I'm thinking of a solution like maybe doing gift card giveaways instead if you win and you're overseas, so that you can go out and buy yourself a notebook. I do know that things like the Happy Notes aren't as available overseas, so I would like to give away maybe a few of those. So maybe we'll say April's giveaway will be international, but for this March giveaway, it's just going to be US only again, and I apologize for that, but hopefully some of my US subscribers will benefit from that. So I do the best I can, guys. We'll also have a few more other planner giveaways, and Erin Condren giveaway, and other things coming up on this channel. It's just gonna be like giveaway galore. So make sure that you're following me, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so that you get notified whenever a new video goes up from me. And I will see you guys in a couple of days in my next video. Bye.